G'day folks, Jason here from Positive Real Estate and welcome to our Friday update. Hey, today I want to talk to you about something called a financial inefficiency. And what do I mean by that? I talk to a lot of people and they say, hey listen, I'm working hard. I get up every day and go to work, I get out there and I do what I've got to do to get the money to bring it home. And I really don't get that at the end of each week, at the end of each fortnight, end of each month, end of each year, why aren't I getting financially ahead? What is going on? I work hard, I do what I have to do, but I just don't seem to get there. And I'm telling you, that's not an unusual story. I hear it from hundreds of people all around Australia when I've been coaching people. They have challenges with their financial well-being. And so what I identified, or what I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, is we have these financial inefficiencies we don't even realise that are there in our lives. Now there's some very, very simple, easy, straightforward things we can do to make our lives much more financially efficient. But we don't get taught this stuff at school. We don't get taught it by mum and dad. We have to learn it from the school of hard knocks, and quite often, the real world isn't interested in teaching you anyway. The banks don't want to teach you. The government's not interested in teaching you. So you've got to go out there and have a bit of a look and find out for yourself why that your financial world is not as efficient as it should be and why you're not getting ahead. There's four major areas in most persons' lives that have financial inefficiencies. And what are those four major areas? Number one of the most inefficient things that people do in their lives is what they do with their wages. And I'll just put that up there in a minute, I'll show you in a minute. So what they do with their wages, the money that comes in. Another very inefficient financial thing in their lives is that taxes. They pay too much taxes and they don't have enough tax deductions in their lives, and the government takes the money, okay? Number three, what happens is they make super contributions all their lives, and so they give it to some company that charges them massive fees, loses their money, and then you've got to sit there and be happy with that. And so that's an inefficiency. I'm not happy with that, nor should you be. And another one is most people have a house they live in. They've got some equity in that property, but they're not doing anything with it safely. Okay, it's just sitting there. Yes, sure, at some point in the future you might be able to use it, but right now it's doing you no favours, okay? And so these are the four places we need to make sure we're financially efficient. And what do I mean by that? Let's just have a look at a bit of a funnel and think of it this way. At the bottom of this funnel, there's you and your family, okay? And at the bottom of this funnel, you're going to end up with some money, okay? You go to work and let's say, just for example's sake, that $100,000 is what you earn, just to make the math really easy. $100,000 comes in from your wages, okay? And so as you go through, what happens is that tax comes out. And so let's say around about $25,000 comes out, okay, of your salary, comes through, and the ATO takes 25 grand. Now you're only left with $75,000 now, okay? In comes the super, and super comes out, right? And that goes out to someone else, AMP, right? Not to you, not yet, not now, but someone else later on. You don't get to be in charge of that. Yeah, you might get it later. Hey, but along the way, they're going to charge you fees to the buggerio, and you're going to be happy with it, you know? And then along comes the bank, okay? And you've got this equity, and you've got this loan up here, and the bank takes out their dollars straight away as well, and they're charging you maximum interest on that loan as we come along. So you've got your money here, okay? Everyone's had a piece of you on the way through, and then at the end, you've got a little bit left, whatever you need to do, but you need to live on that money, okay? Now, this is the most inefficient way to live financially, okay? What happens is everyone gets a piece of you first, of all your money first, and then you end up with what's left over, and sometimes that's bugger all, okay? We've got to make sure we think about it differently and turn that around, okay? And as a property investor, we can do that, okay? Here's what we do with our investors, okay? We help them as a property investor when they go and buy investment properties that are positive cash flow after tax, that $25,000 now gets reduced significantly, and many of our investors are paying very, very small amounts of tax, between 1 and 3% tax instead of $25,000 to the ATO. There's an efficiency right there. Boom. Take that as a way to go ahead and make sure you get your taxes back. Obviously, they use some of their equity to do that and they buy the right property, okay? So getting that tax back, super. A lot of our clients speak to the right advisors and set up their own self-managed super funds. So instead of someone else taking your money and making money out of it for them, you go ahead and manage and do that yourself, okay? And so a lot of our clients do that, and it's very, very small cost, and many people are choosing to put a little bit extra in there because it is such a tax-effective vehicle as well. Now the bank loves to take a bunch of your money as well, and what we show people to do is how to pay their home off, pay your home off very, very fast. Did you know a $300,000 loan can cost up to $418,000 in interest? If you amortized a 30-year loan at 7% interest average over 30 years, that would be $418,000 in interest. $718,000 all up to own a $300,000 house. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems like not a very good deal to me. We can show people, our investors, how they can take a $300,000 loan, and by setting up what we call offset accounts and making sure your money is working really, really wisely, they can pay their home off in just under 6 years, okay? So instead of taking 30 years, you can take 6 years to pay it off. So there's some efficiencies. Get your taxes back, get control of your own super. Don't let the bank charge you interest for 30 years, just let them charge you interest for 6 years, okay? And then along the way, buy some investment properties so you now get 100% or closer to 100% use of your money, okay? Now you can do that very, very easily. We show people all around Australia how to do it at our property information nights. You need to come along and have a chat with one of our coaches. They do a bit of a presentation for about an hour and a half and show you step by step how we help people arrange their inefficiencies, rearrange them to be efficient, and get a financial future that's easy to see, straightforward to attain, and over the medium to long term give you a fantastic financial outcome. All right, guys, that's it for me. Hopefully you get along to one of our property information nights. Look forward to seeing you then. Until then, take care. Bye for now.